Hello. In today's video, we will review the Week 2 chatbot assignment. First, let's identify a chatbot to use. You have free-to-use sites such as ChatGPT, Bard, Rasa, Amazon Lex, amongst any others. For this example, we're going to use ChatGPT. Find a dataset on customers, arrivals, and service times and provide a link to your example. In this example, we will utilize the link provided in Canvas. Now, we train the chatbot by copying and pasting the dataset into ChatGPT. Coach the chatbot every step along the way and be specific as to what it is that you are wanting. Once we get through some of these ads, we'll go ahead and copy, come here to ChatGPT, paste, and send the message. Now you'll have ChatGPT or Bard begin the analyzation process. So here you're using the bakery shop information, the daily demand and probability, considering the sequence random of numbers, and using the sequence simulate the demand for the next 10 days. Find out stock situations and estimate daily average demand for the cakes on the basis of the simulated data. Okay. Now also in this example, the first number of 21 generates demand of 25 cakes, as shown above. So at the end of the first day, the closing quantity is 5, just 30 to 25 cakes. Calculate the next demand for the others. What is the total demand? So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and update this, and we'll try to give it to more information. And also, since it just gave us into a list form, the next output in a table format, because it'll be much easier to digest in a table format. Wonderful. So now they've trained it. So we identified the random number, the demand of cakes per each, and the closing quantity of cakes per day. So what else can we do? The total demand over the 10-day period is 320 cakes, meaning the daily average demand for the cakes based on this simulated data is 320 cakes per day. We were able to do that within a couple of minutes using ChatGPT as our data analyst. Now, further, what you'll need to submit for your homework assignment is you'll need to make sure that you have your name, the date, which chatbot you utilized, the data set or the problem that you're trying to identify, and what the problem at hand was. So in our instance, in the example that's provided in Canvas, you're looking at baking shortages. So how many cakes does it take for a bakery to go through in any particular day? So what a bakery would want to do is identify a certain amount of cakes so that way they don't go over and have excess and need to throw out their cakes, or they wouldn't want to have a smaller amount than the demand. Therefore, they wouldn't be able to sell all the cakes of the opportunity that they had. So what we did, once you identify your problem at hand, you provide the link, copy and paste the conversation that you had within ChatGPT. So in this example, and every output will be different. They won't always look the same. But in this example, we would simply copy this and then paste it into our document. And we would paste it into our document here, outlining what it is that we went through and the output that we had. And then finally, we would write a brief report. So based on this simulation, the bakery shop experiences an average daily demand of 32 cakes over a 10-day period, with several days showing a demand higher than daily production of 30 cakes. So maybe they get more volume on a weekend or something along those lines. But we know that the total demand reached 320 cakes, indicating frequent days of shortage. Notably, on 6 out of 10 days, the bakery faced a shortfall, with the demand exceeding supply by up to 15 cakes. To address this, the head baker should consider increasing daily production, possibly to match or slightly exceed the average demand. Additionally, analyzing demand patterns for further optimization of production and stock management could be beneficial in reducing shortages and meeting customer needs effectively. Things that you could also consider while you're writing this brief report is when you're reviewing the conversation that you had with your chatbot, identify if it did the math correctly, right? So something with 320, right? 320 divided by 10 might be very easy for you and I to calculate. However, it's very well known that the chatbots have a hard time with simple arithmetic. So make sure that as you're reviewing this, that the math works out. A couple points to call out there. And it doesn't matter if you use a ChatGPT or if you use a BART system, they all have a difficult time working through arithmetic. So again, you'll need to go through a ChatGPT or a AI trained bot. Once you review and identify an example of your simulation problem, which in this case we used a baking shortage. It could be something with ships. It could be something with data and computers and network activity. It could be a wide range or a litmus of different problems that you would have. Work through the problem throughout ChatGPT and identify where you think you could learn more, where you would want to learn more, so you could improve your skills moving forward.